come on in and meet the family. You ought to never come back.
Boss,
Boy, do I want him? Come here. What's he eat, you dog? What's he eat?
he eats little turtles.
Yo, boy, good.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Yo To Me It's Thursday, brought to you by the Backtrack Cinema YouTube channel. This is a Rocky podcast, and we will be counting down our top 5 Adrian moments in the Rocky franchise. So get comfy, get a drink, and let's talk some Adrian.
It was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, to you, but to me it's Thursday, right?
Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to Backtrack Cinema. This is where we talk movies of the past that you know and love. And this is Yo! To Me It's Thursday. This is my weekly Rocky podcast. And today we're going through my top 5 Adrian moments in the Rocky franchise. So we're going to be going 5 scenes that I absolutely love about Adrian, or Adrian's in on some level, but mostly they'll be about Adrian. I mean, Adrian really is the heart of Rocky, just as much Rocky is. Adrian's everything to this man, and Adrian is the voice of reason to Rocky. And what Talia Shire brought to this role, man, like this, the nuances, the subtleties, the character arc she goes on, she ends up having great strength and brings great strength to this character. And she's not only iconic as Adrian, Talia Shire also played Connie Corleone in the Godfather series, so let's not forget about that.
Can't you forgive Fredo? He's so sweet and helpless without you.
Her ties to that franchise, so she has 2 iconic characters in her career. This is absolutely fantastic, right? Fantastic actress. What she brings to Adrian is fantastic. I love Adrian. How do we not love Adrian? This is what Rocky drives for. This is the love of his life. This is everything he does is for her. He doesn't do as well unless she is there by his side always. So yeah, we have to celebrate Adrian and acknowledge how great this character is. Coming in at number 5 is You're Losing Your Family.
Rocky, you're losing your family!
And man, I love this scene. This is one of the great emotional scenes, one of the better scenes of Rocky 5. And it's not exactly my favorite Rocky movie. It's probably my least favorite Rocky movie, but this is a great scene that shows off Talia Shire's acting, and it shows the strength Adrian has and how she's had enough of this Tommy character infesting Rocky's lives and what it's done to Rocky, how Rocky has changed, how he's ignored his family for however long, he's ignored his wife for however long, you know what I mean? And he's losing his family. He's trying to tell him, listen, this is our life now. Here, you may not want to be back here, but this is who we are. This city is what we are. This is where we're raising our son now. You can't live backwards. This is us now. And it's funny how like Rocky views himself as this bum, and he thinks everyone's looking at him like he's gone backwards, but they haven't. Everyone still respects Rocky. It has more to do with Rocky, and he feels like, you know, he wants to give his family the best and everything, and we can all see that. And Adrian is trying to tell him, you just can't live backwards. We love you. We want you here with us now, not with this fighter taking up all your time. And you can relate to this. Trust me. Have we not all been there? Got into something or got dragged away from our families for whatever reason and got too into something and we needed to be brought back? You have a woman like Adrian.
If there's something you want to pass it on to your son. For God's sakes, your son is lost. He needs you.
Wow. The way she brings him back and just tells him, you know what I mean? Great scene here. Great scene. I love how there's consistency with the character. We watched Rocky 1 when she breaks down with fights against Paulie in that one scene. And then she storms off and cries. That's what Adrian does when she's so highly emotional that she just breaks down crying. She does this, embraces Rocky with a hug. And he's like, you know, it was always you and me. Fantastic scene, man. Fantastic. Coming at number 4 is Rocky yelling for Adrian.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
End of Rocky 1 is so powerful and so emotional because this is what it's all about, right? The love story between these two. And they never said, I love you through this whole film yet. This is where they say it. I just love how she rushes to the ring. She's running and running to the ring, and she can't get in the ring. All these people and Paulie kind of lifts the rope up for her, and then he hears her voice because he's freaking blind, right? He's all messed up with the beating he took from Apollo. He's like, Adrian, Adrian. And she's like, Rocky, Rocky. And she looks at him like, I am going to spend the rest of my life with this man. This man is the love of my life. She goes, I love you. And she's so excited when she says that. She attacks him with a hug. He's like, I love you. And it's embraced with that, how they're going around in a circle, embracing, and it ends with a beautiful shot. I love it. The build up that this is a love story, and it had to be on this list, man. This bringing this message home that this is a love story between these two. They found each other, these two misfits in Philadelphia. There's two shy couple of coconuts, and if this movie ended here, we allude that they just walk off and they spend the rest of their life with each other. Absolutely beautiful moment. And before that, when Rocky gets up in the 14th round where he stuns Apollo, you see Adrian do that she closes her eyes. She's just so moved by him, his heart and his strength. And if he's going to go that far, if he's going to do this for a fight that doesn't really mean much to him, it's about getting respect. What kind of dedication, support, what's he going to do with me for the rest of my life? Absolutely wonderful. Great stuff. Coming at number 3 is I'm Not a Loser.
I take care of you, Paulie. I don't owe you nothing. And you made me feel like a loser. I'm not a loser.
You're busted.
What?
All right, guys. In Rocky 1, this is where Adrian and Paulie finally... this has been building with this character. Building up, and she finally lets it all out. And I love how Rocky lets her get this out. Like, she needed to do this. She needed to stand up for herself against her brother. And this, the emotional abuse she's likely taken over the years and years, and it all comes out of her. And when you hold something like that inside like that for so long, you explode here like Adrian does. It's just absolutely fantastic, her performance here. And then she tells Rocky, would you like a roommate? And this is where, Rocky and Adrian move into each other. And then we find about Paulie, how he's just so miserable and he's so unhappy. And he's unrealized like Rocky too. He's unhappy with his own life, where he says, I can't haul meat no more. He hides his pain and what he's going through with the bottle. Great moment where Adrian just stands up for herself and fights back. Coming in at number 2 is Win.
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
This may be the most feeling where I get pumped, I get jacked, I get excited, because when Adrian fell into this coma, her and Rocky, there was tension between them. She doesn't want him fighting. She's just so scared he's going to get hurt. So she actually starts playing this guilt trip on him. And when she falls into the coma, this crushes Rocky. He's crying by her bed and everything. He's just reading it to her. He wants her to wake up. And when she comes to, they have the baby. They have this great moment. And her subconscious, she's been doing some thinking. She can't hold this man. This man needs to take care of her. And as a man, that's what we want to do. We want to take care of our wives. And this is the only way Rocky knows how to, is by fighting, taking care of Adrian. And even though she's not going to like it, he's going to get hurt. She knows he's going to get hurt. But she has to let him do this. And when she says, it's just that support. I believe in you. I believe that you can win. And when she says, win, she does this great smile, right? She goes, win. But then she gets serious. Win. No more draws. No more split decisions. Win. Win for me. Win. You're my husband. Go out there and win for me. And the smile on Rocky's face, and Mick goes, well, what are we waiting for? And then you freaking see him doing the chin-ups and the push-ups. This gets you freaking jacked. Your wife is behind you. Adrian is behind Rocky, and it's just so exciting. It's so exciting. It gives me chills right now just talking to you guys, thinking about that scene. Just awesome stuff. All right, before I give you my number 1 Adrian moment, here are 3 honorable mentions.
I'm with you no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Come on in and meet the family. You ought to never come back. Boy, do I want him? Come here. What's he eat, you dog? What's he eat?
He eats little turtles.
Yo, my kid!
Oh, I guess this is it.
I can't make you stay.
Yes, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Rocky, please. I want you to stay. Please don't.
But coming in at number 1 is the beach scene in Rocky 3.
What I'm saying here?
I understand, but you've got to understand that he loved you and that was his job, protecting you.
Look, that protecting don't help nothing.
I love this moment, guys. This is just awesome. This is where we see Rocky so defeated and scared. He feels alone. And Adrian is the only one who sees what's going on with him. She doesn't say anything. I mean, we all believe in Rocky. Apollo believes in Rocky. Everyone believes he could do it. Rocky's still dealing with Mickey's death. He's afraid. And this is where Adrian sees it all. She comes down on the beach. And this is where I really feel the first time we see Adrian, really disappointed in him. And it's all in Talia Shire's performance, man. Her performance is brilliant here. This is the first time we see her so aggressive and that strength. Like she's, I mean, the first movie, she starts off at this shy person who's like this flower who's been covered up. And then she blossoms into this big flower. Beautiful strength this woman has. Where she goes, I'm glad you want it to be over. But ever since I've known you, you've never quit anything. And she gives him like this stare. Like she's legitimately disappointed because he's quitting. He's just giving up. It's something he's never done. And this is where Rocky starts pouring it all out.
I mean, why couldn't Mickey tell me where I was really at right from the start? He didn't have to carry me and lie to me and make me think I was better than I really was when I wasn't.
That's not it!
That is it!
Why don't you tell me the truth?
What are you putting me through, Adrian? You want to know the truth? The truth is I don't want to lose what I got.
And you have no right to feel guilty for what happened. You don't! You were a champion, and you did what you were expected to do. And you did what I and everybody else thought you should do. And you want to tell me that those fights weren't real? That you were carried? Well, I don't believe it!
Rocky's soul has been completely punched out of him. I mean, the thing with Clubber Lang, not only did he wreck this guy, took the title from him, gave him a beating physically, he gave him a beating emotionally and spiritually. Everything, man. Rocky was down and out. And Apollo and Adrian bring him back. Adrian just comes in and says, you got to tell me what is going on. He's a man. He's trying to hide the fact that he's afraid. And then Ivana says, I'm afraid. And she goes, you know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. And he's like, well, to me, there is. And it's just a great scene between these two. The dialogue that Stallone wrote is perfect. Talia Shire's performance is so good in this. You really believe these two are just hashing it out. I love how they get into each other's faces because they care and love each other so much. And she's trying to tell me, you're telling me those fights weren't real? They were real. You still had to go in that ring. You still had to put your heart into the fight. You still had to train. Along the way, Rocky started doing things for the wrong reasons. And he had to get that character back. It's like what Mick said earlier. Can we go back to the old gym? Let's get some blood, sweat, and tears around here. Can we do that? You know what I mean? That's the Rocky he wanted. And Adrian brings that Rocky back. And at the end of the fight, this is how it all pays off. There's such a great... At the end of the fight, Rocky's pissed and mean. He's not scared. And he's just taking this guy out like he's nothing at the end. Fantastic.
Yeah, come on, champ. You're so bad. Ain't nothing.
Adrian's best moment for me is that beach scene. It's so incredible. Absolutely love it. And Talia Shire is amazing as Adrian. What a great topic to discuss with you guys. But what about you guys? What do you think of my top 5 Adrian moments? What are your favorite Adrian moments? Let's have a great discussion on this character, the performance by Talia Shire. So let me know in the comments below and we'll have a great talk about it, man. All right, guys, my name is Jason. You're watching Backtrack Cinema, and I will see you on the next video, and I will see you in the movies, man. Cheers.
Yeah, let's start building some hurting bonds.